Hi, good morning. My name's Lauren. I am the Lolo behind lolodidit. I dye all these things. This is a hand-dyed yarn business, lolodidit.com, and you can find me on Instagram at _lolodidit, on Ravelry as lolodidit, and everywhere else as lolodidit. So how are you guys? I haven't seen you in a little over a week. I think I did the podcast a little earlier last week, but we have so many things going on, and I can't tell you guys how thankful I am to have a new space and just more space to do things that I've had in plans for a long time. So you're going to see quite a few things that I've been working on today that have been in the works for, one thing has been a year and another thing has been about 8 months. So which is kind of crazy. So I'm excited to share with you all of those things. And then, of course, everything that's going on in the shop and some things that I've been making. So I'm just going to dive in. So first things first is probably, well, to me, this is the thing that we've been working on the longest. And to me, this is the most exciting thing that we have been able to do as a small business. Because for a long time, you know, it was just me, and then for a long time it was just me and Trey. So it's been kind of a roller coaster. So about a little over a year ago, I started talking about making my own yarn base, because as you guys know, I carry a lot of bases, but I was looking for something different, and through all of my searches, I just decided to make it myself because I wasn't getting the results that I wanted out of buying things that were already ready, buying yarn that was already ready, I should say, because people have their own ideas of what the perfect yarn base is, and I have my own ideas. Of course, I work with yarn every day. If you blindfolded me, I probably could tell you what yarn base it is just by feeling it. I mean, that's how, you know, for people who work with yarn on a daily basis, you know, and you know what you're looking for. And in different projects, for different reasons, you're looking for different things. And for me, I was looking for something that was a really great sock base. As you guys know, I love socks. I always have one on the go. I'm always, if we go to the movies, that's what I'm doing. But I also wanted something that was next to skin soft. And a lot of times what you find is that you've got a yarn base that is amazing for socks, but is not so soft that you want to put it in like a scarf or a shawl or a cowl or something like that. So I was looking for something that would work for both. And that people would just die over. And really, because it's exactly to my specifications, I have totally died over this yarn base. So I'm going to show it to you. And I can't believe this is happening. Like I said, it's been over a year in the works. I did not realize how much work it goes into building your own yarn base and getting it produced and wool and all that stuff. I had no clue what I was asking for. But now that it's done, I am so thrilled with the results. So this is, what we're calling it is Low Original because it is only for lolodidit. That's the only yarn base that we carry that is completely 100% exclusive to us. And as you can see, I'm pulling it up real close, but you can see the ply. It's a tight ply, and it's great for socks, but what I did was I got an extra fine, super amazing merino, and it is 15% nylon. So it's, let me just read you the specs. So it's 85% extra fine superwash merino and 15% nylon. It's 440 yards, so it's nice and plump, but it's not as plump as plush sock, if you guys have used that before. This is a 100-gram skein. It takes the dye beautifully because I know sometimes that, you know, things take dye differently. This has really vibrant colors, but if you just feel it, when I first got it, one of the women who works for me, she's like, "This feels like MCN." I'm like, "I know, it's so soft." So it really is gorgeous, and I hope you guys love it as much as I do. I actually have a whole bunch of different colors. This is Starburst, a new one, and it's just so squishy and soft. Vertigo. So you can see how vibrant the colors look on this yarn base. So I don't think you'll be disappointed, because I know for some people, plush is not, it doesn't take the dye nearly as well. It's a little bit more subdued of color, but it's a lovely base. But this has the vibrancy of the color along with the really softness of the base. And this is Honeydukes and Dothraki. So I'm just showing some colorways on this so you kind of get an idea of what it looks like. But it's the perfect yarn. It's the best of all of the worlds combined. So if you guys are like me and stash yarn and then you go later, oh, I really want this in a project, but it's next to skin, or you wanted socks or something like that, this would be the best of both worlds because it holds up really well. I got my first sample of this, I got a little over 8 months ago. Gosh, maybe it's more than that. It's already March. I got it the end of last spring. So gosh, it's been a really long time. And I used it in every single heel of socks that I was making. So I think I've made like 6 or 7 pairs of socks, and I used it in the heel to kind of see how it wears. I wish I brought a pair with me. I didn't even think about it. But it wears beautifully. It feels beautiful. So, you know, that's probably the hardest place that I could put it to see how it feels. I've also knit it in a few Voodoo You Love Me babies that I was knitting last year a lot. And kids have had it, and it's been holding up really well. So I'm really thrilled about this. So we're going to have, the reason why I'm announcing this now is because a few people who had tested it for me have been requesting it for projects because I asked them to test it. Now they're like, I want the yarn now that they know that I have it in my hands. So I know a few people were posting on Instagram, and I wanted to make sure to talk about it before you're like, hey, what's going on at lolodidit? And show it to you, but I will announce when this is going to be released. I'm trying to get as many colorways as possible so that if you want to try it, you have it available. And I'm also trying to get some tonals dyed up on it and things like that, just so that if you want it, once it's released, you can get it, because I really like being a ready-to-ship shop. I really don't like having things dyed to order all the time. So that you can get it whenever you want to. So that's what I'm working on right now. So I'm really excited about that, and I hope you guys love it as much as I do, because it's really cool. So I don't know. It's just one of those things, like in this industry, in this world, it's cool to know that you have created something from animals. Like this is the wool, and it gets put into all of the yarn, and it's plied, and it's to this specification, and then you get to make it into socks. It just blows my mind. I just love it. And I think this may be, I don't spin, but this may be how spinners feel. Like you're taking something that's a really raw product and making it into something beautiful. So I just find that incredible. And that's something that totally gets my creative juices going. I love working on that kind of stuff. So this is probably a project that I'll do again, to try to go from start to finish and create our own yarn base. But this is definitely exciting. So we're calling it L'Original. It'll be on the shop in a couple of weeks. I'll announce the exact date when I'll be releasing it. And yes, even though I don't usually do shop updates, I will put a date out so that you know when you can look for it, because I want it to be available for everybody, and that you know when it's on the shop. So I will tell you about that in a couple of weeks. So, second big thing, that's something we've been working on for a really long time. It was really funny. Last year, we came out with the hippos. Well, it's been kind of an ongoing hippo for Christmas, kind of been an ongoing, like, inside joke with us for a hippo for Christmas. And then last spring, we go, well, how come the hippos are only for Christmas? Why aren't they for all the other holidays? And so that's when we started the Hippos for Holidays in 2017. We're continuing it this year. We do have a knit-along going on. The information is on my website. and on Ravelry, and I do announce winners only through YouTube, so check out my last podcast to see winners if you've been participating. But so sometime in the summer, you know how you get, you know how you have these things at work that you have jokes and you're joking around. So we have a tonal color called Yeti, and Yeti and Hippo have been like our little mascots at work. We talk about them like they are part of our family. Like you would talk about your dogs, like, oh, Yeti's getting so jealous of Hippo. Hippo's getting all the attention, blah, 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 blah. And so we were just joking around. This is last summer. And Trey was like, well, I bet Yeti wants to go somewhere instead of Hippo getting all of the attention. And I was like, yeah, Yeti's gonna go. And I started naming off all these things, kind of like Curious George Goes to the Circus and things like that, like little kid books. And so it became a thing. Like, where is Yeti going now? And finally, in like the end of July, I died up as a joke to my husband, as a joke to Trey. I died up Yeti goes to, and I named it Hogwarts because at the time I was rereading the book. So I said, Yeti goes to Hogwarts, and I dyed it up, and I showed it to him because I was like, oh, I'll just knit you a hat, whatever. I don't know why I say that because I never knit him hats. But so he was like, oh my God, I love that color. And I was like, oh, you do? He's like, we have to do a Yeti thing. And I was like, okay. So we've been talking about this, but frankly, with all the hippos and then all of our other colorways and things that we do, I was like, I cannot do another collection. I've got The Walking Dead, I've got the hippos, we've got, I Heart the 80s, all this stuff going on, all of these different collections, Harry Potter and all that. And I was like, I can't do another collection. So it'll have to wait when I have enough time. So now, of course, I have more time because I have more space. So everything's like organized and I'm not on top of myself. So we decided we were going to release a new series. And this is going to be called Yeti Goes To. And we're going to pick a place. So far, all of the places that we have picked for this series are fictional. Harry Potter fans, I'm sorry, Hogwarts is considered fictional to me, but, I know you can go to Hogwarts for real, so I apologize for that. However, it's all places that we want to go. And a lot of these are going to be inspired by books or movies, because that's what I do. I read books all the time. So I'm going to do a Yeti series, and it's going to be similar to the hippos, but a lot more... I think holidays are what the holidays are, right? But this is a little bit more imaginative and can be a part of what you guys and me on television, movies, all of that kind of stuff where we go to in our heads with all of these characters that we know and love. So I started with Yeti Goes to Hogwarts. So here it is. And I hope you see in here, this is supposed to have the house colors and a little bit of magic and things like that. That's what I was thinking when I started this. And I love it. And it looks so cute knit up. So a few months ago, if anybody was following my stories, I started knitting a pattern, making a pattern, designing a pattern for a Yeti. And I showed off the toes. And I was knitting a Yeti. I did it a little bit differently than I did Roxy because I got a lot of feedback, like, I don't like knitting toys, or I don't like seaming the arms and the legs and things like that. And so I kind of made something a little bit different that has no seams. So I'm just going to show it to you because it's ridiculous. Look at that little guy. Oh my gosh, I can't get over it. He's so cute. This is what I think a Yeti looks like. My husband's like, that's not a Yeti. I'm like, I'm sorry. This is what I had in my head with the little toes. So cute. So this is Yeti Goes to Hogwarts in a Yeti. I did design a pattern, but it seemed, because there's no seams, it's all seamless, it seemed really complicated, and I really like my patterns to be accessible to everybody. So like from advanced beginner on, I want everybody to be able to knit this. And so with no seams, it was a little fiddly. So I think I'm going to rewrite it with seams and with the arms and things like that. But this will come out soon. If you have an opinion about how you like to make toys, please write it below. But this was just a really fun little project. So this colorway is going to be released tomorrow. I don't have a time. I'm just going to release it when I get the photos up on the website and get it up on the shop. So maybe even by the end of the time that I release the podcast. I don't know. But anyways, this is what's going to be. And it's just going to be like the hippos. I'll try to restock it as often as possible until you guys seem to stop wanting it. And then it'll retire. And then I'll come out with the next one. So really, really pretty colors. Yay! So Yeti's here. And this is like I said, since last summer. I don't know. We've been talking about this, and it's kind of been a little joke at work, so we're having fun. So I hope you guys like it too. So go check out my shop tomorrow. It'll be there. Right now, I don't have a section just for Yetis like I do for Hippo, so it'll be in the signature colorway section, just in case you're wondering. So what else has been going on? Okay, so my sister's gonna have a baby soon. It seems really soon to me. It's not actually that soon. She's due in August. And I've been knitting little baby things. So look how cute these are. Oh, I can't get over it. These are, every time I would like knit to the heel, I'm like, oh, and I just like crack myself up while I'm knitting them. They're so cute. So I took a little bits of patterns. I used the cast-on stitches and some guidelines that Andrea Sanchez from Knittin' Little on Instagram. She came up with a pattern. She has a beautiful blog about knitting for children's things, and she's one of my followers and customers. And so she has a great pattern out there. And I kind of followed that, and I made it a little too long, so I had a cuff, because I didn't know if maybe babies kick off their socks and a cuff would help. I don't know. And then I took the pattern on it. I don't know if you guys can see it. The pattern is the, I'm going to butcher this name, Mina. It's the Resfeber socks from her Wanderlust collection, Mina Phillip from Knitting Expat. That's the texture pattern that's on the front. It's really cute. It's kind of like meandering lines. I really like it. It doesn't show as well here, but really cute. And then the heel, I did my own heel pattern. The pattern's going to be released probably within 2-ish weeks if I could get my acting gear and finish up that pattern, get all the photos in there. But this is 2 little socks. And I used my colorways OMG Unicorns and Sunglasses Not Included. And I wrote this on Instagram, but it's really funny. So Sunglasses Not Included, I had an entire skein of this. I think it was actually a heavy skein because I took it from the shop because I don't think it weighed right. But it was a heavy skein that I've been using and using and using over and over and over again for heels. And this is all I have left. I'm like, this is a well-loved color. And then this is OMG Unicorns if you wanted to see it in a ball. Really cute. So I just thought they were the perfect colors for a little baby. Nice and bright and fun. And what else do we have? We have the Barely There collection came up on the shop. I'm sorry, this is crinkling. Let me just show it. So we have the Barely There collection available in Little Lolos for the first time ever. We're selling them as a kit. So you can get all the Little Lolos either in regular everyday sock Little Lolos, they are 20-gram minis, or sparkle. And then I also have this bag that is matching. So, so cute. So these are on the shop now. I think I only have 2 kits with the project bag. And I have several kits that are just the yarn. But if you are one of those people who if by the time this releases, if the project bags sell out, then I'll put up a pre-order for people who might want the ones with the project bag, because you save a little bit of money if you get it with both. So that's really fun. I love these kits that we've been coming out with the matching bags. So cute. Let's see. What else is on the shop? I've got a couple of little projects, but I'll go over that last. We put up a whole bunch of stuff on the shop over the past week and a half. Most notably, we got Low Biggity back in stock. So we've been restocking stuff on Low Biggity, and it's also available as a dye-to-order for tonal colors and the Barely There collection, and in sweater quantities. So if you click on sweater quantities section, you can get a large amount of the same colorway if we don't have anything ready to ship. So this is great. So that's back in stock. I was out of it for a while. We restocked Bourbon, one of our new tonal colors. And this is actually available on almost all yarn bases as ready to ship, which is nice. Pride and Joy, another new tonal color. That's so pretty. And this is on Sparkle. Again, we have a lot of stuff that's ready to ship on most of the bases of that because you guys love it, which I appreciate. Restocked Bombastic. Tin Roof Rusted. And I have Tin Roof Rusted on Baby Got Yak as well, which is so... If you have not treated yourself to some Baby Got Yak, it's gorgeous to knit with. It is such a treat. I love it. To Be With You, which is a really, really light speckle. This is a really great option for fades. So if you're looking for something on the light end. Under Pressure. Steel Magnolias. And this one's on the Sparkle base. Starburst is a new colorway that just came out. And I think you guys ordered a lot of it. I don't know how much I have left. Not very much. This is on Dreamy. This is I Love Rock and Roll on Solo. To Be With You on Baby Got Yak as well. This is it on white base. So pretty. You could even put these together in a project. It would be so gorgeous. Knight or Saint, which is a brand new colorway that just came out last week, too. And this is after the Golden Knights Las Vegas team, or Saints for New Orleans, or Boilermakers at Purdue. Simple Man. This is a Mr. Lolo original. This also restocked. And last but not least, Freakin' Weekend. This is also my Sparkle base. Really pretty. So all that stuff has just restocked over the past 5-ish days. All of it. So if you're looking for any of those, or if you've been on hold waiting for something to restock, by all means go check it out. But again, I just put on the shop the sweater quantity section. I think it was like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. And so if you are looking for a specific color and you need 3 or more skeins, just go to that section and check out. Currently, my turnaround time is 14 business days. If it becomes longer than that, I'll update it in the listing. I'll just make sure to keep that up to date. But right now, we can definitely do it. So that's pretty cool. So you can get your sweater quantities in a reasonable amount of time whenever you want to. And that includes any signature colorway, but you can also use that for tonals, Barely There collection, and things like that. As long as it's a current colorway that is not in my retired colorway section or a one-of-a-kind color, then we can do it. So, yeah, use it. It makes it easy. You don't even have to email me. You could just be like, hey, Lauren, I want this, and put the colorway in the order notes, and we'll make sure to dye it for you. So, let's see. What else did I finished. I'm wearing my Stillwater cardigan. I don't know if you noticed. It's so beautiful. I wear it almost every day. And look how nice it looks. So I've been wearing it every day. And it looks like the day I blocked it. It's really pretty. So the yarn is doing really, really nicely in it. I finished my Fabulous Abacus by Jen Peck, who is Webster Street Knittery. This is what prompted me to ask her if she wanted to do a collaboration with me, and she did on the Lolo's mixtape, which was awesome. But this was a really, really fun project. Let me actually just kind of show you. This is, it's kind of a diamond shape, and it's really, really long. But this is Dothraki, and then you've got, it starts transitioning and it has beautiful, beautiful stripes, which I really, really love. And then this section is Lucille. And this is the widest section. And she does recommend in her pattern to put tassels on it. I can't decide if I want tassels or not. I probably do, but I haven't put it on yet. So that's Lucille. And then you've got more color transition stripes. It just keeps going and going. And then this is I Heart Negan. So these are all just fantastic colors. I love it so much. I've been wearing it. It goes with everything because it's a nice neutral. But seriously, even if I had a hot pink, I'd wear it all the time because it's really, really versatile. So I could wear it nice and loose or hanging, or I could wrap myself all the way up in it and be cozy. So I really enjoyed this. And this has been, I started this, I don't know, some fight that was going on. My husband had friends over, and I was like, I'm casting on. And then, so this has been pretty much my TV knit. Like, whenever I want to not think about something, I've been pulling this out and knitting on it. And it makes you think like you're a really fast knitter, because really, watching TV, you can get a huge chunk done because it's back and forth, you know, really short rows. So it's really fun. So I suggest this to anybody. Really, if you can knit, purl, and yarn over, you have a pattern, and it is beautiful. So don't be afraid if you are just a beginner knitter and you're just joining us and things like that. Don't be afraid to try something like this, because while it may look really complicated, it's something that's really simple. You can totally do it. You can tackle this, and it's fun to just, you can put it, you know, pick it up and put it down when you want to. So yeah, go check it out. Go get it. And I'm sure Jen is such a sweetheart too. Like, I love talking to her. I love supporting her business. She's just a real sweetie. So I'm so thankful that we got to do a collaboration after I discovered this beautiful pattern. So I'm glad that that's done. And I think the last thing that I'm working on, yeah, is this. This is in my scrappy thread bag. And you know what? I should mention, speaking of bags, this huge project fit into this size bag. The ones that are on the lolodidit shop. I had this in my PYT Pretty Young Thing bag that's this size the entire time of its life. So you can fit a lot in this bag. It's a nice big medium size bag. So, which is kind of cool. Okay, so this is a scrappy thread bag. She is this ERIKA haul from the Scrappy Thread, and she's a sweetie. She's my friend. But we decided to do a little personal knit along, and we did that for the Stillwater. Let me actually take this off. We did this for the Stillwater because both of us were not very experienced sweater knitters and wanted somebody to lean on and ask questions to and things like that. So we did this together. Super beautiful. And then we just continued. Like, after we got done, oh, that was fun. Let's do this again. So we picked the Timely cardigan, which I can show you a picture of here, which is, of course, not in color because I'm lame. But it's a really cute striped cardigan. And this is by Truly Myrtle. And her name is Libby Johnson, but it's at Truly Myrtle Photos on Instagram if you're looking. So we decided to do that. And when I announced it on Instagram, I was like, you know what? If anybody wants to join us in this knit-along, do. Because it is really fun to have a community or have people to talk to. Or if you're in the hashtag and you're looking at other people's and you go, oh, I'm at that spot too. I had a question. You know, you have people to go to. I'll put up a Ravelry thread for posting photos and things. And I will draw from the Ravelry thread and on Instagram for prizes. I'll talk about prizes later, but it's starting now whenever you get yarn and you can start. Prize pool will only be for 100% lolodidit yarn, but if you want to join in with other yarn, of course you can. But I will only be drawing prizes from people who are using 100% lolodidit. And it will go until June 18th. So you have lots of time to join in and order yarn if you need to. I know a few people have said, oh my gosh, I have the stash for this. I'm totally joining in. So if you want to join in, absolutely do. Use the hashtag lolodidit and hashtag timelycardigan, and I'll be able to find your pictures. And on Ravelry, I'll create a thread sometime today so that you have a place to chit-chat and post photos and things like that. I am not the best Ravelry group participator, but please, by all means, chit-chat in there and find community. Find people that you want to hang out with and talk to about knitting, because it's really fun. That's how I've found a lot of my friends through the knitting community, was through activities like that. So I hope that helps you. So I decided to use my brand new colorway Wizengamot, which is a new Harry Potter colorway. It's just so beautiful. And my Barely There collection colorway Golden, which is a really light buttery tone, like cream, but then has those specks of gold and dark brown and things. I love it. So I'm not very far, but I thought I'd share it with you anyways because it's striping really pretty in case people were wondering what this would look like. But look at that. I am using my Dreamy base, but really you can use any of the fingering weight bases. It would work really great. ERIKA is doing Steel Magnolias and Hello Gorgeous together. It's looking really beautiful. And she's actually using my L'Original base, which is the brand new base that's coming out soon. So if anybody's interested in doing their Timely cardigan in this base, just email me. I don't have it up on the website yet, but I can facilitate it. I do have the yarn. I'm just not ready to put it up on the website yet. So, but it's a really, really fun knit. I love seeing the stripes. It's just like, I mean, every time I get to the end of the stripe, I'm like, oh, I want to see what the next stripe is. So it's actually going a lot faster than I thought it would, being on fingering weight, and I really like it. And it's not a difficult pattern. It's not something that I'm constantly having to pay attention to. So it's a really great, like, TV at night kind of knit, even if you don't have enough brain power for a whole bunch of stuff. It's very simple. So I really am enjoying it. I love it. I know that Libby, Truly Myrtle, posted that on her Instagram that she was pointing everybody to join in our Cal too. So anybody who wants to join it, please come on board, come and chit chat. And then if you want a chance to win prizes, just use the lolodidit yarn. That's it. So I hope you guys join in and have fun, because that's always a good time. I've done impromptu knit-alongs before. I did one with Amy Meeks and Debbie Reese on the Because I Love You wrap and things like that. And it ends up being really, really fun and a great way to meet people. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm putting all my stuff away. So I think that's it. I don't know if I have anything else. But I hope you guys had fun with me today. I hope you guys like all the new colorways that have been coming out. And I cannot wait to get the L'Original yarn base in your hands. So that'll be soon. And then, of course, Yeti Goes to Hogwarts is coming out tomorrow. So keep an eye on it on the website and see when it's available. Like I said, as soon as I get finished with the pictures and as soon as I get it uploaded to the website, I'm just going to put it up. I'm not going to put it as a timer or even wait till tomorrow if I have a moment today. So super cute. I hope you guys love it. Thank you guys so much, and I'll talk to you next week.